This is Wayne Hancock with the Bourne Braves, and you're watching Tomahawk Talk.
Well, it was too little, too late for the Bourne Braves today as they lose to the Hyannis Harbor Hawks 8-5, and they are now tied for third in the Western Division. Episode 32 of Tomahawk Talk. Kyle Kirchville, Michael Stern, and I'm Troy Lynch. And Kyle, the Bourne Braves are actually down 6-0 going into the sixth inning. That's when the bats started to get hot, but they actually out-hit the Harbor Hawks 11-10, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, when you start down 6-0, that's a big uphill battle to have to climb. 4 Braves with multi-hit efforts tonight. We saw it from the meat of the lineup. We saw it from Evan Mendoza coming through, really getting back into the swing of things after being hurt for about a week and a half. Connor Wong, another great night. David McKinnon hitting the ball very hard every time he's up. How many times have we said that this season? The guy is just hitting the cover off the ball. Was able to get a couple hits to reward himself for that tonight, but like you said, Troy, it was just too little too late for the Braves tonight. We even saw a home run from Justin Yurchek, a guy that doesn't hit too many home runs. I'm pretty sure that's his first of the year, so I mean, if you have a guy like that hitting home runs, you know you're seeing the ball well. The issue is if you start down 6-0, it just kind of kills the vibe in the dugout, and who knows how much that contributed tonight, but I think if you're the Braves offense, you need to be happy with your effort tonight.
Yeah, Yurchek had another multi-hit game, like you said. His first home run of the season extends his hit streak to 7 games, so he's on fire. However, the pitching, they were extinguished tonight. It was JT Perez. He gave up 4 runs and only 3 innings of work, and the bullpen was a little bit shaky after that.
Well, the problem for the Braves was, like Kyle said, they out-hit the Harbor Hawks tonight 11-10. Only 2 of Bourne's 11 hits go for extra bases for Hyannis. 5 of the 10 are multi-base hits. You have to credit the Harbor Hawks a little bit for that, but also the Braves did leave some pitches up. JT Perez's shortest outing of the season. But I thought the middle of the game was very strong from the Braves. Sean Leland, the first time we'd seen him since around the 4th of July maybe, and he goes 3 innings and limits the damage. And then John Escobar makes his debut and was terrific, going an inning and a third. A little bit of a tough break for Andrew Cabezas. He comes in, he's usually more of a long man. He comes in for a short stint and gives up that 2-run homer to Hudgens. Overall, I just think that it was a case of the Braves had more chances, but it takes them a lot of hits to score runs, while the Harbor Hawks, they didn't have as many chances, but they were able to catch lightning in a bottle with some extra base hits against the pitching.
Well, one guy who was able to capitalize on his chances was Evan Mendoza, who went 2 for 3, and he drove in 1 run tonight, and Kyle caught up with him after the game.
An 8-5 loss for the Braves tonight. However, 11 hits for that Bourne Braves offense, and a big part of that offense is standing right next to me, Evan Mendoza. Evan, a 2-hit night for you. Had an RBI, you had a walk. What was working for you at the plate?
Well, I was just trying to be a little bit more selective, a little bit more patient at the plate. Recently, I haven't been doing those things, so I've been just working at my approach and trying to help with pitch selection and little things like that.
Now, you're coming off of an injury. It's the first time you've been back in a while. How's that adjustment period been working for you?
Well, this is probably one of the tougher things that I've done. First time kind of being injured in my college career, so it's a lot of new things that I'm kind of encountering. Everything's kind of getting tired quicker throughout games that I'm not really used to, so I just have to kind of bite the bullet and work through it, and don't really focus on it, just focus on the game at hand.
Now, when you got hurt on July 5th, you were hitting .320. It's a little bit frustrating to know when you're in a bit of a short season situation here in the Cape that you were doing so well, and now you got to pick right back up where you left off, and you still got to start over, I guess? It's
not really starting over. I mean, the biggest thing was just seeing live pitching, and I tried standing in some bullpens and tried doing that. Besides that, I just feel like I'm playing the game. There's not too much difference, but it's definitely a tough situation not seeing pitching for however long it was. It felt like a week and a half, but it's tough, but I don't usually try looking at it like that.
Well, Evan, the Braves are happy to have you back. Thanks so much for joining me post-game. I'll send it back to Tomahawk Talk.
Well, we don't have a player here on Tomahawk Talk, but we do have an all-star bat boy. Nicholas Weeks joins us for Players of the Game. A lot of options to choose from, Nick. You were great tonight, but who's your player of the game?
I have to pick Justin Yurchek. He walked in the 6th inning and ended up scoring, and then he got a base hit for an RBI in the 7th, and in the 9th inning, he had a deep home run to center field. his first of the year, and he's on a 7-game hit streak. He is on fire.
Well, we should probably quit our jobs right now because that was fantastic. See you, Kyle. All right, well, an educated guess right there. He picks your check. He's off the board. Who do you got, Michael?
Well, I mean, can I pick Nick Weeks? I think he did a great job delivering the player of the game, but if he's also unavailable, I'll go with the guy that you talked to, Kyle, Evan Mendoza. He's back in the lineup. He's gotten a few games to see pitching again, and he came through with a couple 2-out hits tonight, one to drive in a run, so he was great. Honorable mention, tip of the cap, to Cody Henry, who continues to destroy Braves pitching. 2 more extra base hits, 3 more RBI, all with 2 outs tonight for the Harbor Hawks.
2 big bats for the Bourne Braves. Kyle.
I'm going to go with Connor Wong, a 3-for-5 outing tonight at the plate. He's been doing it offensively all season. The guy comes off of a night where he's 0-for-5, responds with a 3-hit night. I mean, that just goes to show that this guy is able to rebound any second he needs to. And he's caught 4 straight games behind the plate. He's seen a lot of Bourne Braves pitchers. He even saw Escobar the first time he's seen him tonight. Didn't seem to have too many issues with that. He's still gunning down base stealers. He looks pretty fresh for a guy that's caught 4 straight games. So kudos to him for just really toughing it out behind the plate and keeping the offense going at the same time. Not easy to do.
Yeah, and he had a pitching change in a mid-count, and then he took the first pitch, well, I believe it was off of Al Pesto, and he drove it into center field, 2 RBI double for him. My player of the game will have to be John Escobar, the new pitcher for the Bourne Braves, and he did pretty well. He struck out 2 batters in the first inning that he threw. He only pitched 1 1/3, but it was a pretty good outing, and he did the damage control. However, the Bourne Braves fall 8-5 against the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, but they'll be off tomorrow night. Connor Wong will greatly appreciate that, no doubt about it. However, they'll be back in action at Dorn Park against the Wareham Gatemen. That'll be on Wednesday. That'll conclude episode 32 of Tomahawk Talk. For Kyle Kirchville, Michael Stern, Nicholas Weeks, I'm Troy Lynch, and we'll see you then.